Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1968 Olympia SM9 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Western Germany and one of the best typewriters ever produced. The SM series of Olympia, known as the Mercedes-Benz of typewriters. And this is the most refined SM, the great SM9. And the color is, I believe, Saturn white. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight, and we'll line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the left margin. I'm going to set that on 0, the right one around 75. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back like a switchblade and extends. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip that switch down 1 notch. It skips 1.5. 1 more, it skips 2. I'm going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to that orange indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Excellent condition typewriter all the way around, and the print looks perfect. It's about as good as it gets. Pica typeface prints 10 characters per inch. Very legible print versus the Elite, which is 12, a bit smaller and harder, a little harder to read, but as I've been told, that's the writers love Elite and readers love Pica, so take it how you will. This is the paper release. Unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now. Put the color back on black. Shift on each side and the shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Very good. This is your touch control. Minus and plus, the further up to the minus you go, the less tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder when it's on the high tension, which is the plus, but they respond faster. So you just want to play with that to gauge what your preference is as far as touch control. And the tab set is on the keyboard on the SM9. On the SM8, it's a manual tab set on the back. And the SM8 also doesn't have a carriage release on the left or a tab clear. So we're going to go ahead and do the tab right now. Right now we have tabs set at 10 space intervals. To clear all of them, there's a lever on the right side here. You just flip that down like that and it clears all of the tabs. So now we don't have any, but I always like to set one tab in the middle somewhere so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So I'm just going to hit that set button right next to the space bar. I hit the space bar on accident at the same time, but it still worked. And to clear that specific one tab, you hit the clear button on the left side of the space bar. And now we don't have any, but I'm going to set one right there. On some of the earlier models of the Olympia SM9, you have the tab set on the left side and the touch controls on the inside instead of having it right here. But this is just a more modern SM9 keyboard setup. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just flip the ribbon guide there and it'll pull to the opposite side. And that's designed to catch the eyelet at the end of the ribbon. So when it catches that, it'll flip it back to the side that it needs to go to. And it does that over and over until the ribbon goes dry. And if you don't have eyelets at the end, or maybe it slides through, then you can just tie a knot on it and it usually will catch in that way. Make sure that it's pulling to the correct direction. Yep. And that's it. No, we got a backspace. Very smooth. Power, smooth, and precision is what the name of the game is with the SM9. Absolutely beautiful engineering and style. Left or right carriage release, very good. And this is the paper support arm button there, very cool. left side carriage release. Very smooth. And if you pull the knob out and turn the knob, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half space. And the same concept when you flip the line space selector all the way back, it disables the spacing. You flip it to the 1, you get the clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.